Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am joined by a very well-known man in the area of the Vale of Leven and Western Bartonshire, Mr. Ian Miller. Ian, how are you today?
I'm feeling good. I'm
Good.
always feeling good, but particularly good talking to you, Jenny.
Excellent. I like to hear that. Well, I'm absolutely delighted and honoured to be talking to you today. And I'm going to be asking you about something quite particular and not usual for yourself. You have been very busy during our lockdown months and you've created something very special. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Some years ago, I wrote a book called Habby to Giliator, which was really Habby are people that come from Kilbarchan, Giliator are the Vale people. And so it was a story of, a story of my life and maybe some of the humorous things that had happened. And so that was it. It was out of my system, end of story, no more books. One book, and that's it. However, when COVID started, and I realised the kids at home, I thought, Jinx, their parents will be driven nuts with them. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll write a wee story involving them, and maybe their parents would read that to them before they went to bed, and that would settle them down. That was the theory. It's called The Knights of Pegasus. So what's behind that is I have 4 grandchildren, Ben, Josh, Rowan and Jake. They're all very different, but Rowan, the wee lass, has a horse, so she's interested in horse riding. And so that the horse became part of the story. They become part of the story. The 4 of them are involved in the story. It's a bit of fantasy, but for me, writing for them initially, I wanted to paint a picture of them exactly as they are, with all their idiosyncrasies and awkwardness. I mean, there's 2 in particular, but you know, Josh is obsessed with football. He plays for Partick Thistle Youth Academy, and Jake is obsessed with playing these blooming games, you know. So, and nothing takes him away from that. So that element was brought into it. Ben has an obsession for drama and for music, so that came into it too. And Rowan's just a princess. So through the story, written for them, ideally, they will identify themselves, or they did identify. They know exactly, hey, that's me, you know. So that was it. That was the fun bit for me, I suppose, you know.
Capturing their spirits.
Capturing their spirits, and as well, I suppose, capturing the area where we live, because people will recognise landmarks. And as a family, we spend a lot of time up at Ross Priory, and so it features as well. So it's local, and COVID features as well. You know, that's all I'll say. COVID's part of the mystery.
I actually have read it. Paul sent me a wee sneaky preview of it. I zoomed through it. It's that good.
Really? Oh goodness! I could have said to folks, if you maybe kind of go to sleep at night, better Mogadon, but no, that's good. You liked it, yeah.
Yeah, I really did enjoy it.
Did you pick up the varying characteristics of the children? Did you?
Obviously, I don't know them, but you captured them really well. You could picture them quite clearly.
Yeah.
You know, I could see their gleeful wee faces.
Oh, aye.
And I'm guessing now that it's finished, the kids are in awe, essentially now down in history, that they're on these pages. And how do they feel about that?
They probably just think I'm a dope. And the biggest laugh is that eventually, I think the grandparents did read them the story, but the oldest one, Ben, you know, who's extremely articulate, I said, Ben, you got to read it. Come on, read it. Yeah, I'm reading it. You know, so I think he's up to chapter 5, so that shows how engrossed he is. So no, I think they see it as one of my peculiarities, and that's it. But it was fun, and I enjoyed it. As I say, it started off really just a wee kind of exercise for them, and I thought, no, I'm really enjoying this.
So you're having a launch. How are you planning that?
I think Paul is going to do it. It's obviously going to be via Facebook. I'm you know, I'll leave that up to him. But I think it's going to be done via Facebook. He's going to interview me for a bit. There's going to be this video clip. And then hopefully maybe some of the children asking me questions, because what I haven't said is that I'm hoping to give to Cardross School, to Christie Park and to Vale of Leven Academy, the 3 schools where the children are presently attending, say 25 copies each of the book, and they can sell that for their funds. So,
Fantastic. That's a really great way to give back to the community, but you're renowned for that, so I'm not surprised.
well, listen, Jenny, the community has given me more than ever I could return. This has been the greatest place to live, and they've been great to us, our family. So anything I can do for the Vale or the wider area is done.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our feelings all at Clydesider headquarters also.
Yes, it's a good place to live.
It really is. We're really lucky. Oh, is there any thoughts for a sequel?
No, maybe after the film rights are granted. No, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I think there's a tradition of clergy writing for the grandchildren. I think the guy who wrote Thomas the Tank Engine, the Reverend W.S. Audrey or something. So yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, you've got great footsteps to follow. Then there could be many series here.
Been lovely talking to you anyway, Jenny.
Yes, and it was fabulous talking to you today, and I really do wish you all the success with the book, because it deserves it. Absolutely. So thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
Not at all.
We'll keep our readers posted on your launch as well.
Great stuff. Take care.
You too.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye.